It's been a busy year for Netflix. So far in 2019, they've released a ton of new TV shows and movies each and every week. With so many new Netflix originals to choose from, it can be difficult deciding what to watch. To help you out, I'll share with you 10 of our favorites we've seen so far this year that we think are the finest that Netflix has to offer. These won't be in any particular order this time, but we'll save the best for last and show you our 2 favorite TV shows or movies we enjoyed the most near the end of this video. With that out of the way, let's get started. We'll start out with the TV shows first, with our favorite movies coming up later. Up first is the drama miniseries Unbelievable, starring Toni Collette, Merritt Wever, and Kaitlyn Dever. Based on a true story, it's about a series of crimes in Colorado and Washington State. The story follows a teenage girl who is charged with lying about a crime, and the 2 detectives that join up in search of the truth, only to discover a series of disturbing crimes of a similar nature. For some of you, due to the subject matter, Unbelievable will be difficult to watch. But if you stick with it throughout all 8 episodes, you'll be rewarded with a compelling drama with a fair amount of plot twists that will keep you glued to your screen. Wu Assassins is an American supernatural martial arts crime drama based in present-day San Francisco. It follows the story of a young Chinatown chef as he becomes the Wu Assassin after an encounter with a mystical spirit. To save the world, he uses his martial arts skills to recover supernatural powers of an ancient triad. While it's not a perfect show, the fight scenes are well choreographed and there's enough excitement to keep you entertained. For those of you here in the States or other English-speaking countries, you'll be glad to hear that the primary language used in this series is English. Netflix has not yet confirmed if Wu Assassins will be coming back for a 2nd season. Afterlife is a British dark comedy drama created by and starring Ricky Gervais. He also serves as an executive producer and directs each episode. It follows his character Tony, whose life is turned upside down following the unexpected death of his wife. After which, he considers the possibility of ending his own life, but instead decides to live out the rest of his life, saying and doing whatever the hell he likes. Throughout the 6-episode first season, you'll be taken on a roller coaster of emotions from absurdly funny to heartbreakingly sad. Netflix has renewed Afterlife for a 2nd season to premiere sometime in 2020. Up next is The Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance. This big-budget American fantasy adventure is a prequel to the original 1982 Jim Henson film, The Dark Crystal. Age of Resistance follows 3 Gelflings as they discover the horrifying secret behind the Skeksis' power that threatens their world. Don't go into watching this thinking it's a kids show, it's not. Even though it's a visual masterpiece, the show is very dark with disturbing scenes that might give small children nightmares. Otherwise, for fans of the fantasy genre, Age of Resistance is a must-watch. There's been no word yet from Netflix if there will be another season. The Spy is an English-language French espionage thriller. The 6-episode miniseries, based on real-life events, is the story of an Israeli spy played by Sacha Baron Cohen. Yes, it's the same guy, that's best known for his fictional satirical characters like Borat and Ali G. This time, he's actually playing a serious role. Cohen's performance is convincing, as the film follows his character's past in Egypt to his infiltration of Syria in the 1960s. To my dismay, because I'm not a fan of Cohen's previous works, it pains me to say this, The Spy is a riveting thriller that is well worth watching. Next up is the American drama, When They See Us. I'll mention this one briefly, since it was recently featured in another video on this channel. This miniseries is about 5 teens from Harlem that were wrongly convicted of an attack that took place in Central Park. When They See Us was nominated for 11 Primetime Emmy Awards. The only winner was Jharrel Jerome, who took home the Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Limited Series or Movie. Now for something completely different. Sex Education is a British comedy drama with a stellar cast from the UK, including Asa Butterfield, who plays an awkward teenager named Otis Milburn, along with the enchanting American actress Gillian Anderson as Dr. Jean Milburn, a well-known sex therapist and the mother of Otis. The series primarily follows Otis as he sets up a sex therapy clinic with a fellow high school classmate to help educate fellow students on how to deal with their sexual problems. As you would expect from a British comedy, the dialogue is witty, occasionally silly and raunchy, with heartwarming moments mixed in. It's not just for teens. Many adults will find the show to be humorous as well. Sex Education has been officially renewed for a 2nd season. It's expected to premiere on Netflix in early 2020. The only foreign language entry in this video is Kingdom. This historical South Korean horror thriller is set during the time period of the Japanese invasions of Korea in the late 1500s. While the original language is Korean, I can tell you that the English dub is competent and not too distracting. The story follows a crown prince in a quest to save his people from a mysterious plague that causes the infected to become immune to death and hungry for flesh. Kingdom has been renewed for a second season to be released in 2020. Before we get to our top 2 picks, here are 5 honorable mentions that may be worth your time to watch. Dead to Me is an American dark comedy about the powerful friendship between a grieving widow and a free spirit with a shocking secret. It's been renewed for a second season. The Umbrella Academy is an American science fiction fantasy drama about a dysfunctional family of superheroes who reunite to solve the mystery of their father's death. Netflix has picked up the series for a second season. Russian Doll is an American comedy drama that follows a woman living in New York City who keeps dying and reliving the same night repeatedly. It's also been renewed by Netflix for a second season. I Am Mother is an Australian science fiction thriller about a teenage girl being raised by a robot programmed to repopulate the Earth after the extinction of humankind. The Highwaymen, starring Kevin Costner and Woody Harrelson, is an American crime drama film about 2 former Texas Rangers assigned with the task of tracking down notorious criminals Bonnie and Clyde. Now for our 2 favorites, first of which is The Irishman. This American epic crime film is produced and directed by the legendary Martin Scorsese. It features an amazing cast, including Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Joe Pesci. The story follows Frank Sheeran, a hitman for the mob, as he reflects on his past, including his involvement in the disappearance of his longtime friend Jimmy Hoffa in 1975. Everything about this film is fantastic, and just might be Scorsese's best work in decades. At an advanced screening, I couldn't find a single person who didn't love this film, which is a rarity these days. The Irishman premieres on Netflix on November 27th, 2019. If you're watching this video before that date, you can add it to your watch list on Netflix right now. Our other favorite will come as no shock to subscribers of this channel. El Camino is an American crime film that serves as an epilogue to one of the greatest TV shows of all time, Breaking Bad. Its creator, Vince Gilligan, produced, wrote, and directed the film, with Aaron Paul reprising his role as Jesse Pinkman. To avoid any spoilers, I'll just give you a brief synopsis. The story follows the events of the series finale when Jesse had escaped the Brotherhood compound in Todd Alquist's El Camino. While it was great seeing a bunch of familiar characters, this film was really a showcase for Paul, whose performance was outstanding. If you want more from the Breaking Bad universe, the 5th season of Better Call Saul is expected in 2020. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you to find something new to watch, give it a thumbs up. What is your favorite TV show or movie of 2019 on Netflix? Let us know about it in the comments. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and click the bell to stay up to date with our newest top 10s and other tech-related stuff here on Tech Gumbo.